Boom shakalaka, a scary Bitcoin target and an eye-opening chart for Bitcoin and altcoins. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including an eye-opening target for Bitcoin, or an eye-closing one, or also some targets for Bitcoin and altcoins. Before we get into it, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, come join us on Twitter at the Crypto Love. Push that like button. Now today, fear and greed all the way up to 45 from yesterday's 41 and the days before that in the 30s. The overall market appears sideways, even though CoinMarketCap says down 17%, but at least the top 10 are sideways today. Bitcoin at 26,298, Ethereum at 1619, BNB at 211, XRP 48 cents, Cardano 24 cents, Dogecoin 6 cents, Solana $18, and Tron 8 cents. And Bitcoin still sitting in this wedge due to breakout by October 10th. You'll notice here, Bitcoin is right under this little dashed orange line. This is the line from the bottom last December all the way up to a $40,000 Bitcoin at the time of the halving, which is the fair value price of Bitcoin at that time. Should that occur, it would be like Bitcoin at every other halving where it's at the fair value price at the halving. So if Bitcoin's below that line, that means it's probably a good buy. But we have right here a death cross of the 50 and 200 moving average. The last 3 times this happened, Bitcoin crashed down to this danger zone right here, Kenny Loggins style. Right here, we got 3 fire warning symbols to let you know. Could be heading down between 22.5 all the way down to $17,000 between mid-September and the end of Rocktober. Now, that being said, for the time being, Bitcoin has found support on very critical levels. This model is still intact when we've retested it previously in 2019. And you can see right down here, also support down here, well, took off not long afterwards. So it's possible. As a matter of fact, whales are starting to see this. We can see Bitcoin trend accumulation score by cohort. These are people with greater than 10,000 Bitcoin. They are starting to buy again. Everybody else is panicked. They are buying at a discount. When we take a look at the short-term holder profit, it is finally completely maxed out on this red line down here. This marked the beginning of the bear markets in 2018 and 2022. But it also marked the early bottom, the end of the mid-cycle top in 2020. So what is it, the beginning of a bear market or the beginning of the ride up? I will leave that to you to figure out. Now, if we take a look at the money flow index, has accurately signaled the bottoms of bear markets previously. This is saying, hey, bear market's already in. As a matter of fact, we're about to cross this line, getting pretty close. That is all up territory once we cross that line. So very, very close to that line right now. We have the Bitcoin whispering eye pattern right here, where we have this little whispering eye, number 2, downtrend, whispering eye, and then all up territory. Could we repeat this pattern once again? Very, very possible. But right now, a lot of people are scared. Now, I like to make it as easy as possible. Now, I didn't make this chart. This was from Trader Tardigrade, but Bitcoin all in one chart. We have a falling wedge, generally a bullish pattern, okay, breaks out upwards. We have a bullish engulfing candlestick, okay? You can see this giant one right here. Generally a bullish pattern, buyers way more than sellers. And we have a bullish divergence, prices going down and the MACD is going up. That would indicate 3 bullish indicators, suggesting price might go up in the very near future. Also the Gaussian channel, or if we want to call it the Gaussian channel, okay? Last chance to buy Bitcoin cheap. Every time it flips green, guess what? Bitcoin price rockets up after a healthy pullback. Now, in 2015, 30% pullback. In 2019, 50% pullback. This time so far, 21% pullback. Now, on average of the last 2 times, it would be a 40% pullback, but it's not to say we have to go down to the same levels. And if you take a look then, the Gaussian channel was a lot wider back then than it is now. So could we already hit that bottom? Should we wait for a bigger pullback? Don't exactly know, but look at what happens after it hits that pullback. Pretty much rockets off afterwards. Which brings us to this chart. If you zoom out, a little bit more perspective, you can see that Bitcoin has a very nice weekly megaphone pattern here. You can see this little indicator right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hits the top and then rockets off. Well, check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits the top. The top right now about $80,000 before rocketing off for the next bull run. So that could be the upward end of things. And for altcoins, we're in the same altcoins are dead territory towards the end of the descending wedge. We mentioned this earlier, that these are bullish patterns. Well, every time altcoins have broken out once they've gotten to the end of it, right now we have broken out and we're sitting right on top of that, potentially gaining support for a massive move in the future. So that's all for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, push the like button. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.